Oh, man. Having problems here. Having problems. Save. Apparently, I can't do this on. I got two backup. I got two accounts. I got, my Chris Limpy Collins, and I got Chris Collins backup account. And I got Pat McCrotch. There's another one. Apparently, I wake up Sunday morning and I'm banned on two accounts, and so I got, get on the other one, and uh, having problems. Have no idea that I was, uh, yeah, having problems. Sorry for being late today. We had a out of town guest for dinner, and and uh, dinner led over to whatever, and now for some reason I can't. I'm on this other. I'm on my I'm on my I'm on my laptop here, and for some reason I can't get it to log into Facebook because for some reason it wants a code to generate a code, and so we might have to go do a. Trying to figure this out, people. Maybe I can email a link to them. What's up, Tim? So we went to Tennessee this past weekend, and man, I'm having a bad day here. Having a bad day. Went to Tennessee for the No Prep, Only the Strong Survive, and they had, I think, 34 small tires, and it ended up being like 95 cars total out of the first class, and 28s. 28s. The very first race out of the bat, the guy uh, he got out of it. He crossed about 100 foot up, and then he could see the guy end up chasing him, and he got squirrely on the big end and um, hit the guardrail at the very end. Almost flipped it. Luckily, he he uh, he he was fine. He everything went fine, and uh, lived the rest of the day. But it came down to the end of the night, and we got down to the finals and most of all the classes, and I think they still had 9 cars left in the small tire, the 28, and some guy oiled the track or blew the training line, and pretty much just waylaid the waylaid the track there, and they deemed it unsafe, so they ended up splitting the money with everybody else. Then Sunday morning, we went to Memphis and got a room, and then Sunday morning we had a Sunday service out there with Matt Spencer and Memphis 10 guys in Memphis, and had I think 7 or 8 cars, and put on a good little show. And then I had some Memphis barbecue, and then we came home. It was a pretty good weekend, man. I seen the Hinton guys. Had Cody and them. Have Cody and them one small tire there, and let me try to. I'll send Cody a. Maybe I can get this with email. He won a small tire, holding off Ryan Mitchell there in the Firebird. Then we went to going to get with Popeye on there as well. Popeye had the. Sorry guys, I'm unorganized. This is what happens when you do this at the last minute here. So we so we'll go to Matt first. Maybe I can email him the I swear I'm getting a new laptop tomorrow. This is what took so long is the laptop. This laptop is a problem. So we went to and God dang, yeah, it's tomorrow. I'm done with this thing. Freaking done with this thing. Oh, God dang. Well, it's an Asus laptop, but the problem is it's about 3 years old. Oh. All right, Matt. I sent you the link here. Man. Thanks, Corey. Man, this has been today's been pretty. If I could, I don't understand why I got flagged on Facebook. It's probably something that happened a while back because when you don't make a post for 3 days or so, and then or somebody got mad, and cried to Facebook or something. But understand. But maybe we get Matt in here and get somebody else. Get Albert. We're gonna be at we'll be at EMP this weekend for the street throwdown number 4, I believe. Oh, whoops! Said that's wrong. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's one of them days, isn't it? It's Asus, Rusty. It's just slow as Christmas, man. I mean, so we went to Memphis and they had 7 cars and Truck Norris. I don't know if y'all have ever followed him, that guy, but Truck Norris is a blown. I'm not sure if it's small block or big block, but it's got a blower on it, and they've been fighting trouble all year long with that truck, and it pretty much for some reason it loves the 28s now. Boy, he raced Love, and he just put everything he could to it because he knew he had to keep up with that truck. And boy, they both came out of the hole, and boy, they were both almost on the bumper all the way. And they went out to the streets Sunday morning. Took my streets on Sunday morning, and he made rounds, and for some reason his truck just loves that street stuff out there. Here's Matt here. Maybe we bring him on. Boy, I need some help here. Need some help. Oh, there he is.
What's up? You having a hard time, buddy?
Yeah, we're having a hard time, but you're here to save the day.
I hear you, man. I figured it was going to be difficult tonight because of all the Facebook issues.
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily, for some reason, I don't remember the last time I got a 3-day ban, but I got a 3-day ban on my main account. So hopefully it'll be over with tomorrow sometime, and hopefully we'll get back to it. And I need to calm down and not, I guess, hurt nobody's feelings, I guess. But I appreciate your help with the track there for the tire crack cam and stuff. And I don't know if everybody's already seen. I already posted the video in my YouTube page. People watching YouTube have already seen it. But the very first race with the wreck, that one's already up on my YouTube, but I haven't posted on Facebook yet. But
well, I can't take all the credit for the tire crack, man. Joseph and Misty did a good job. I was just there to kind of help, just for backup. So
yeah. Well, I know them. I got to thank them too. They helped out quite a bit. It was in the beginning there, it was kind of hectic, but it just started flowing downhill and stuff, and it went pretty good until it got a little chilly out there right before the training line accident happened.
Yeah, temps were dropping, man. I mean, it gets real cool out there by that river, and I think it was good for the racers to get together and just make a group decision on it. It was just safer that way. They'd hate to go out there because, man, just as well as I do, them small tire guys, man, they're fast, and some of them just they push them to the limit, man. So when you got a spill like that, and then the cold temps coming in, I feel like it was the best decision they could have made. So
yeah. Then we woke up. We went to IHOP there in Memphis
Yeah,
at about
yeah,
what, midnight or so, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah. It was about one, a little after one, and we wasn't aware that they just had a 3 6 Mafia concert right down the road, and that's why it was freaking packed everywhere. Uh, Sat outside for like what 45 minutes, and they come out there and said we couldn't. They were closing the door. They couldn't let anybody else in.
Yeah.
So
And they
you
said,
know,
well, we're closing the kitchen, and we done sit there for 20, 25 minutes. And so, well, why couldn't you told us that before?
yeah, that would have been nice to know.
So then we went down the street to, what was it, Steak and Shake or
Steak and
something?
Shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steak and Shake.
And
Boy, I think it was colder inside of there than it was outside.
I'm telling you, it was cold. I had the little arm syndrome going.
Yeah, yeah.
Your boy
Yeah,
just loves
I think my son's stomach's still hurting from all the laughing he did. He got his glasses today, by the way. No more squinting. Yeah. Sure. He can hear again now that he's got his glasses.
So we went to bed about, I guess, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then got up at 7. That's when I found out I was banned, when I got when your wife sent me the pin to the place, and I went to respond to her, and it said I've been banned. So
yeah,
but we got out there, and nice little road. That's the first time I've ever been up there. It's a nice little road out there.
Yeah, it's a really good spot, man. You know, I've been telling a lot of these guys, you know, when I come out there, we got a great place to street race at home. It's just a shame that the younger crowd goes out there and just trashes the place, you know, and guys like us that love this sport, you know, that take pride in it, you know, it's just hard on us to go out there on Fridays and Saturdays like we used to, because there's just so many of them down there. So, you know, we just go out there on Sundays, man, and enjoy ourselves and try to keep it as clean as we can, and you know. But yeah, it's a really good spot, man. It's plenty wide, plenty long, and the road just works really good.
Yeah. So and then you had we got out there, and I was just looking around, and Jamie goes, you know, where I was filming. He goes, man, where you're standing, pretty much where everybody goes off course there, and I'm like, man. I'll tell you like I tell everybody. I told Richard, I said, man, if I get hit, y'all just take me off somewhere where I can be found, and y'all finish the race. Now y'all got to be able to finish the race. I'm just like that, you know.
Yeah.
As I told the old lady, we're not suing nobody. If I get hit by doing something that I love, then you know it's just meant to be.
That's love, man. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of people that go off the road out there. You know, it's so wide, man. I mean, you know, a lot of these guys, they get loose and they feel like with a little more room, they feel like they can get it back, you know. And there's a large cotton field out there, and a lot of people that went off in that field, man, you know, and luckily nobody's gotten seriously hurt out there, but he ain't lying, man. That's where they usually all end up. So
yeah, so you know. But we got some pretty good footage out there. I'm gonna be doing some editing. I'm gonna get my editing work on here. But do some uploading some YouTube and stuff from the race. I know we couldn't go live out there just because of the crowd control and stuff, and I didn't want to put that on you out there because for the people that are watching, that's why I didn't go live Sunday, because that's a well-known area and people would have just overran it and it's been crazy. But I seen that Memphis 10 went live after we left. I guess they had a little shootout out there.
Yeah, well, there was another group coming out there that we, you know, found out about. They had already planned on coming out there around 12, you know, and that's why I was telling all the guys if we were going to do it, we needed to do it early so that way we could be done, you know, in time for them, you know, so they could come in and do their thing. But it's just the way it is around here. That's really the only good spot we got. I mean, there's some other spots we could have went to, but the road's just not as good. And it's a well-known spot, man. So it sucks we can't go live out there, but it's just the only way you're going to keep the crowd down. So we try to keep the live feeds down. That way it don't spread like wildfire. And then before you know it, you got, 500 or 600 people out there, so, but I'm working on some editing myself, man. I've got some footage that we took, some good coverage, man, that we're going to go through, me and the wife, and try to get us a cool little video together in the next couple of days. So,
yeah, and Paris ended up winning that. When I was down there, I was like, on the final run, I heard one go off, and then it was a good split second or longer.
Yeah.
And then he took off, and I was like, somebody was either jump happy or somebody was just totally asleep. But then he ended up almost running him down. If he didn't, I don't know if he did or not, but he almost ended up running him down.
Yeah, Doug jumped the light just barely. I mean, it was really close, and then Paris got kind of stunned, when he jumped like that, and kind of slept a little bit. So it was a little bit of both. But them two guys, man, I was really happy for them. They've been thrashing on them trucks this year. Paris has been going through a lot of stuff, man, trying to make adjustments, and he's had a little bit of a rough year, and Doug has too. So it was good to see both of them come out to the streets, man, and make some good hits down that road. I know first round was a little sketchy for everybody, but by the time it came down to them two, man, they both had the road figured out. And if he wouldn't have jumped, it would have been really close, I think. I mean, it would have come down to another one of them by bumper calls or something. I mean, they were both running really good. So, but I was happy for Paris, man. He's been going through a lot, and he really kind of needed that to put some wind back in his sails.
He's been having problems with that truck pretty much all year, I think. So that's why I touched on earlier before he came on that he's glad that he finally got something going in his direction.
Yeah, man, he deserves it, man. He's been thrashing on that thing, and I mean, it's just been one thing after the other, but he finally brought the truck back out to the streets, man, and the truck it was almost like the truck felt good, like it was back home, man. It just started acting better and working better, which we've always had a lot of bite in that truck, and we've been having issues keeping the front end down and figuring out the right tune-ups, at the no preps. But I told him, I said, man, it's it just wanted to come back to the streets, man. It had to come back home. So he was good, happy about it. I know the family was happy about it, and everybody that's been helping, try to get the truck lined out was happy to see him get a win. So we're definitely gonna be going back and doing it again soon. We're gonna try to do some more stuff out there. Try to get some more guys involved and try to do another, Sunday service here pretty soon.
All right. Sorry. I don't know. I thought I was live on YouTube as well, but I guess I wasn't. I mean, Facebook, but maybe we're live now. I don't know.
Well, I shared your link to Facebook, so I mean, whenever you started it on here, I copied it and shared it on there. So.
Yeah. I guess we're not live on YouTube, Facebook. But oh well, it is what it is. But we'll make it do. And hopefully I'll get a better laptop, because this one, man. This one's slow. It took me forever to get this thing to boot up.
Yeah.
And then
I know that stuff's complicated sometimes, man.
Well, this new program that we got, I'm learning it, and it's after you do it 2 or 3 times, you start getting used to it. You can start doing adding stuff into it. I haven't really scratched the aspects of what it can do. I mean, because it's a lot of yeah. He said looks like YouTube only. Yeah. Oh well. Uh, I guess I could. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna bust it off right in the middle. But uh, man. So when's the next one?
You know what, man? I don't know. It'll be pretty soon. Um, might try to get some guys together uh, and do one here within the next month. You know,
And then
and
you got the top end of thing next month, right?
right, yeah, November 1st and 2nd, we'll be doing the Battle Beyond 660 Part 3. This will be out at Jackson, Tennessee at Jackson Dragway. And he's going to do just like a no prep on the track that Friday night for small tire and for the daily driver guys. And then Saturday, we'll do the Beyond 660 race. And it'll be daily driver, small tire, and big tire. Um, everyone, you know, that has come out to the last ones, man, has always had a great time. It's a real fun race, man. And back there on the backside, just as well as I do, it's a lot slicker back there, and it's a little sketchy, but it just makes everybody feel like they have a chance. It's the ultimate equalizer. Um, it's not too bad in some of the other surfaces we've raced on, but there are some streets that work better than this stuff back here. I mean, it is slick. So I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be fun, and it's something that we decided to do around here to kind of put on an event where people could bring their families and their kids out, and kind of see how we do things on the street. It's all street rules. It's just pretty much a street style race on the backside of the track. So it'll be a lot of fun, and um, like I said, it's November 1st and 2nd at Jackson Dragway, Jackson, Tennessee. I'm really fixing to start pushing this thing and trying to promote it more. I've been so busy, man, and slammed with stuff, and I know Popeyes was on a mission trying to do a lot of promoting for his deal this weekend. So I was just going to kind of wait until we went out there and did and raced with him. So now that we got all that behind us, I'm gonna get on Facebook and stuff and really start trying to push this thing and get the word out there.
Yeah, I'm messaging Paris right now and try to bring him on, him and Cody on, and Popeye. He just tried to call me, but we're doing business now, so that can't happen.
Yeah.
Even though I pretty much left dead air for however long trying to figure this stuff out, but
I was trying to get Parrish to get him to send you his email and stuff, but I don't think he's subscribed on YouTube. He don't get on YouTube that much, so if he can't connect, it ain't that he don't want to. He just
he says that his service out there is pretty jacked up. So I guess he lives out in the sticks.
Yeah, he's got a signal scammer, man. People try to spy on him when we're working on the truck or something. I don't know.
Oh boy.
But for some reason, when you pull in his driveway, you lose signal, man. There's all your bars drop down to 1. And I don't know. It's just a bad spot, and it's just like that down off in here, man. Some of these Mississippi bottoms, man. You get down in here and you just lose phone signal for a little while.
That's kind of like when we went to the track. We were fine up on top of the hill, but as soon as you got down there and you got around the corner, the signal went kind of down the hill.
Yeah, when you get down in these hollers and stuff, man, down off in here, it's just, the signals don't pick up. So it's unfortunate, but he wanted me to tell you that it was good to seeing you, man, and I'm glad you got to come out and hang out with us. And he just wanted me to kind of speak on his behalf. He's very, very pleased with the truck, man. He's happier now that got out there and got some wind back in his sails and got back in the street. So He wanted me to get on here and just tell everybody that he appreciates all the support, man. There's a lot of people around here that just love the truck, and they've been rooting him on. Even though he's been having problems all year, they've still been behind us. So it was good to finally get back in the mix, man, and get back out there in the streets, man, and make some good hits and get back to doing what we love to do.
Yeah. Well, it was nice having you on.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you at least.
It'll be about 3 weeks.
Yeah, when we go up there to Jackson, we'll see you then.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come out to H-Town, man. I don't know if I'm gonna make it yet or not. There's a local race here that popped up, man, that a lot of the guys are wanting to go to. So I might end up going to support them. But if there's some guys that want to come out to H-Town, we're definitely going to come to that. But either way, I'll see you in about 3 weeks, man.
Yeah. Joseph said, damn it, he's late. Joseph, I dropped the ball and put it on the wrong. I didn't click the Facebook account, so we're just live on YouTube today. So it is what it is,
It's all good. Like I said, I shared the link on Facebook, so
yeah,
maybe everybody that's seen it can click on here. I don't
know. He said, what did he say? All the guys out on the good show for a Sunday. Yeah, we appreciate the good show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we wanted to.
It was fun just to get out there and see something different.
That's right.
Go to the street we ain't been to before. So.
Well, that's what I was telling the guys. When we was out there at Popeye's race, I was just walking around talking to a few different people. I was like, hey, these guys drove a long way out here. Let's try to get some guys together, man, and go have some fun and hit the streets in the morning. And I appreciate those Memphis 10 guys that come out. I know it was early after being up all late. I appreciate them, getting with us, and that way you guys come out and enjoy the streets, man, and see something new and all that, man. So we glad y'all was able to make it and glad y'all had a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Jamie on here. Maybe might do a one-on-one with Jamie. See what that's about.
That's cool.
See if he has time for it, in his busy life.
Oh yeah, he's busy for sure. he has all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to 660 Street, Richard, James Woody. He helped us out with a bunch of stuff. I forget everybody every time. I forget so many people. James Woody with Woody Built. He's the guy that's got the Casper S10. He's done a bunch of stuff for us.
Who was that guy that had that twin turbo S10?
That's Michael Huckabee. Yeah, Michael Huckabee. Michael Huckabee's got the Crazy Margie.
Yeah, that thing was rolling out at least at the track, and it was pretty fun at the streets.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the thing has improved a lot this year, man. I'm talking about just a complete 180, man, from what it was. Him and his guys and Van Burgess has been helping them get it tuned up. I mean, that thing is flying. I mean, it just, I love the trucks anyway, and it makes me happy to see guys like him that have just been thrashing and finally getting there. He's been making some killer hits lately, so props to him, man.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on, and there's James Wood right there. Yeah, truck rolling, man.
Yeah, that's the guy that's got the Casper truck.
Yeah.
He helps us out with a lot of stuff, man. A lot of fabricating, man. I mean, he did a lot of work to Truck Norris this last winter when we changed a bunch of stuff, and he come through for us big time. So thanks to him, and thanks to everybody that supports us and follows us, man. And we appreciate you and everything you do too, buddy. I mean, we all work together to keep this stuff going, man, and give it a good purpose and give it a good keep the motivation rolling, man, for this sport because we all love it so much. So I
All right.
appreciate you, man, and
Thanks
I'll
for
holler
coming
at you.
on.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for having us out there.
anytime, brother. I'll keep in touch.
All right, man. You
All
know
right,
my number. You
that's right.
straight. You got my number.
Yeah, that's right. I'll keep in touch with you, brother.
All right.
All
Have a
right,
good night.
you too, buddy.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. That was Matt Spencer, SSR. Uh, had the little Sunday morning service out there in the streets of Memphis. Uh, good time. Good time. A bunch of good guys out there. Memphis 10 had quite a few cars out there. I'd say, I don't know, 3, 4 cars. And it turned out to be pretty fun. Just hanging out. Wasn't really any pressure to get things done. We were just hanging out, shooting the breeze, and had a blast, man. I mean, got to see the streets and got all that stuff out there. Well, maybe we can get. We'll go ahead and try to get Mr. Albert on. Oh boy. Since Cody's trying to get on. He's having problems. I seen what they talked about earlier. Casey Fox, Buster and Little Buster had a great time. Yeah, I didn't get to see by the time I made it back to the pits. Other Little Buster was he was already in the camper. I guess he was worn out, so it's always nice seeing that pooch. But well, Buster, they had them big tires. They were rolling now. Boy, that would have been a good race if we got to see the finals. I know Buster, boy, they put on a good show, boy. I don't know what their time was, but I know it was down in the fours, and it was pretty quick, boy. I mean, for no prep at the track, which after about the first round or whatever, it was pretty sticky. But you got out there about 300 feet or so, and it became a tuning and suspension deal because it was kind of slick up top, and then when the cold weather came in, then it became pretty much just slick out of the hole. So, but as I said, this weekend will be at EMP Edinburgh Motorsports Park for the Street Throwdown, 956 Street Throwdown, number 4. I think they got 3 or 4 different classes. They got the small tire. I think they got a radio. They got a radio, a true radio, a street tire class. They got the truck, the tailgate class, and I guess I should have been better prepared. I guess I could just. What if I could? No, I can't because we're still doing emails. I still have to email because. Yeah, Rusty. There's quite a few people out there in Tennessee. Turned out pretty good. Pretty good. I had a blast. We had he set up down there on the big end guy. He had him set up. What does it say? Is it true Disco Dean that's scared of the street? Man, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you if he is or not. Couldn't tell you or if we were or not. Guess I could post up on the Lippy page that we are live on the YouTube page. Since I guess I didn't click the right button, or I didn't click enough buttons just to get it on here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, the entertainer. Hey,
Hi. I'm trying
what y'all
to.
doing?
Quentin's working on the Fairmont after this.
At this little boo boo?
He had a boo boo this weekend.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah. So
Wonder how many times he yelled motherfucker on that.
I don't know how many times you yell motherfucker on that. Yeah. I think zero. Just holding on.
So winter chicken dinner.
Right, it's about time.
Well, you've been in the hunt for quite a while, man. I mean, I've been saying this, but I'll say it again. I'll say it. I mean, you've had the car for a while, but you haven't.
Right.
You haven't
We've
had
had it for a while, but we haven't had it for a long
I
time.
mean, you haven't had it what, 6 months?
Probably 6 months now, I'd say. When was it? Yeah, about 5-6 months.
I mean, and
Maybe not that long. Maybe 4 months, 5 months. Yeah, it hasn't been long at all since I debuted it at 10-5 till yeah, so
When was that? June?
June.
July, August, September,
4 months. Sorry.
So 4 months. So 4 months, and I mean, you've run her up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we this last weekend we decided to go to Hinton, so it's usually pretty good, and we decided to try something different. Radials and street don't usually go together, but this car in the past has been really good on radials, so it paid off.
you that's I know it's on the street. Isn't it a street right there?
Yeah, it's a street.
But
They
they
started
prep it,
racing
don't
on
they?
it last year.
Do they prep it, or is it just full blown like we street?
They originally didn't prep it, and then I think insurance reasons they started having to prep it.
Yeah.
Last year or something like that. So yeah, and man, the bad thing about prepping, they don't realize you start prepping, these cars get even faster and faster.
Yeah.
So it almost is good and bad at the same time.
I heard y'all were there pretty late too.
We were there till what, 1? Would you hurt your foot? Huh?
The doorway's 200 pounds.
Yeah, he just pulled his door off. He's over here smashing his foot. I look back and he's screaming.
Oh man.
So
So
we were there till 1, I think, and we were going to try to go to.
What time did the race end?
I'd say
1:30.
about 1:30. 1.
1? Oh, so
So
it was all day, all night. Oh.
Me and Ryan. No, sorry, I was getting a phone call. Me and Ryan were talking about going to Dallas afterwards.
Yeah.
But by the time first round started, it was almost 8 o'clock, maybe 7:30. We're like, this ain't happening.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Joseph said, look at that handsome devil.
Did I lose you?
No, can you hear me? Audio check. Check.
I can't hear you.
Oh boy.
Unplug your headphones.
Unplug your headphones.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
You
hear him now?
Check that. I can hear Quentin. I can hear you. I can hear. You might have muted it.
Closing
You
ring.
might have muted it with the phone call. Oh boy. Oh, got Albert on deck and in the bullpen here. Oh. Oh boy. Can you hear me? Oh wait. Check, check, check. Audio check. I don't know what happened. Oh boy. Oh wow. Maybe he'll call back. We'll get Albert in here. We'll get Mr.
Uno, dos, tres,
Mr.
cuatro.
E. We'll get Mr. Albert in here. What's up, brother?
What's up, Limpy?
Is it coming back enough for you?
Say what?
2 weeks. It's coming back. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks right here.
2 weeks for me? What are you talking about, man?
No, my beard. Remember?
Yeah, I know. We're talking about that. Like, why in the hell this guy cut his beard off? You know, freaking. Well, it's about 2 more months, Santa Claus. But
Yeah.
they were like, are we gonna get the same white boy down here? I said, I don't know, man. He just cut his beard. We're gonna get lynched. You know, so they want to see that big old beard. You know, so
Yeah, that might take about a little while to get the big old beard back, but
yeah, I know.
we already started it back. So
Hey, I saw you guys been very busy. So what's the deal there?
man,
Lots of stuff.
man. Well, 2 weeks ago we went to Iowa for Joe's funeral, and then where we were at. Then we went to Tennessee this past weekend, and then we went to Memphis on the streets for actually yesterday. I just got back yesterday, and had a little street stuff out there, and but it's been fun. Man. It's been, and then we'll be down there this weekend. I mean, we're traveling, brother. We're going any place to let it have us.
You're stepping it up.
We like any place like to have fun. We won't be there.
Well, let me tell you something. You guys bring a good show. People are liking it, and you're in high demand now. So it's. I'm glad that we were one of the first tracks.
The first.
It was the first track.
The first.
So we're homies now. We're homies. You know.
What's up?
What's up, man? Yeah. Well, you know what? Having you guys down here is. It's the top end racing is getting very popular, and you brought it down here for us. And let me tell you something. It's been awesome. Everybody's looking forward to that event again, and we got Angel Montantes, the guys from San Antonio, and he's bringing some more cars, and so it's going to be a star-studded, event. And was the Flashman, we call him the Limpy, he's going to be there taking care of that. So, I mean, fans are waiting for it, and it's going to be another good event. They're always good, man. This time we're going to try to make it a little tight. I talked to the guys, and hey, man, start giving those. We're going to start texting you guys to get your butts up to the lanes and this expedite and get the show a little quicker, a little bit more,
Get on the roll.
Yeah, get it on the roll, man, because sometimes it just takes so long to finish them. But we're adding some NA classes. Got some NA, some hard tire, big tire. Brung what you brung. Hey, where'd you go? Hello.
Here. I'm still here.
Okay, there we
are.
are.
Talking. I'm going to listen.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just getting this make it a little bit more juicier. So small tire, big tire, run what you brung. The big tires there, the 4x4s, and truck. We have also a truck category and an NA. So you're gonna have your work cut out big time. It's gonna be a fun deal there.
I think this past weekend we had they had 6 or 7 different classes, and I think I flagged. They used a tree on one of them. I think they had a foot brake class, and they pretty much used the tree up there. But shit, Heath and I were busy all day long. I think we started at at noon and got finished about 9 or so, 9 or 10. I think that's they had the old down.
So it wasn't the top end race; it was from the
No,
starting line.
it was actually starting line. The place is kind of a little too short to have a.
Oh,
It's an actual 8th mile track.
Oh wow!
Wow. Even with the shutdown was a little hairy, but everybody got pretty stopped. There was a couple of little like the very first race, the guy hit the guardrail and hold on. He said, "We're ready."
What's up, Heath? Heath in the house.
Yeah. We thought we like the new program we got going on here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's something nice. I like it. You got somebody in the pulpit coming up and stuff. Yeah, cool. Yeah. And like who's seeing us right now? You're on what page or what's the deal?
Yeah, I forgot. I'm on I forgot. You can go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. You have to click 2 different things. And I clicked 2 different things, but I think I double clicked the Facebook one and I didn't see it. And then I hit go live, and once you start, you can't go live on Facebook. So
you're not live on Facebook?
Yeah, we're just live on YouTube, but I can restream it. I can restream it back to Facebook.
Cool.
So
shit, look at you now, man! Like goddamn.
Yeah, well,
that's awesome, man.
Awesome. But it's pretty fun. I mean, we're getting that the word out, and we're doing this, and then we're doing the one-on-one, that's just to keep people. We all have different lives and stuff, separate lives and stuff. God dang, you got something going on back there too.
Yeah, I got my girls. My daughter, she's in a volleyball team, and they have team night. Hey, babe. We have team night. That's my wife, Sandra. And we got team night. So all the volleyball girls are got a bunch of teenagers in there. So
so they're screaming.
Fun. Yeah, they're screaming. Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. We have other lives other than just racing. We all got other stuff we like to do. I love dogs. I love my dogs. So I like hanging out with my dogs. I like cars and stuff. That's pretty about it. Cars and women. I like my wife.
You're about to get a fucking smack. Smack your ass. Man. But no, I'm telling you that it is. I mean, I like what you're doing right now because a recap is it's always good. Like what was Limpy doing on Monday? Let's check it out. So I log in, I check it out. He did this, and this, and your videos. It's a good deal, man. So you could see what else is going on around your neck of the woods or up north, So I keep telling everybody, hey, you guys keep on looking at what he's doing because it's basically grassroots racing. It's organized racing, but it's still grassroots. And I like that this last track, bro, it was a guardrail track. Like, oh, there we go, Limpy. Keeping it real, it's a grassroots, guardrail track, and that's awesome, man. Because, all those high dollar, tracks. Well, I mean, they're there, but you can't forget about the little ones, So it was awesome. That's pretty cool that you did that.
So this weekend gonna be pretty crazy.
It is. It is gonna be crazy. We got a lot of different deals. I got a lot of guys coming in from Houston, San Antonio, for all South Texas, middle of Texas, and they're really excited. That now we got Angel with him helping out. So we're thinking, a good 60, 65 cars, maybe even 70 all together. But like you said, it's close to street, but it's really not street. And they found out it's concrete. Remember, we got our finish line is concrete. So they're going to be launching wild there. And then they do that transition at the end with blacktop. But we got plenty of room to stop. We've been proving that to you.
Jason Cantu, man, he proved that you can make a pass and get it shut down. So I mean, if he's running 4-second passes out there and he can get stopped, and You know,
Yeah,
he proved that you can get stopped if you're on your gay game.
yeah. I don't know if he's going to be there, but I do know that Dylan Wells is going to be there.
Yeah, and Dylan
And
too.
yeah, Dylan's quick, but we got some fast guys coming from Houston and also San Antonio. So they're got the 956 has their, they got their work cut out pretty good. But I mean, we got to do it street, man. Just like you. I mean, it's again, it's not the street, but it's safe. And what you do with the element you bring in, it's awesome, dude. And they Albert, we trust you to hold the money because you're not fast enough to run away from us. So screw you guys. But we do trust Limpy calling it like it is. He's up and up, and we know he's not going to screw with us. So I said, all right, he's coming down. All right, so I guess we just got to keep it rolling, man. Is this the third one or fourth one? Fourth one, yeah.
Yeah.
You came down here 4 times this year, man. Jeez,
Yeah. So
awesome.
yeah, and it's always a blast, man. And my wife's from down there. Actually,
Yeah.
Saturday we're gonna leave out early. We're gonna get down there Saturday. We're having services for her father down there for the people that couldn't come up for her services. So we'll be doing something during the day, and then we'll come up there afterwards and hang out and do our thing because we like doing our thing out there.
Cool.
It's fun. It's always a blast out there, man. Even when it was hot. I guess it's always hot. It's always hot, but
It's hot, man. It's hot down here.
I love it, man. I mean, if I could live down there, I probably would because I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy the country life and stuff like that, and it's good people out there, good family, and it's good fun. And I think the 956 is undefeated too, right?
So far they are. The guys are 956 is undefeated, but I don't know what's going to happen this weekend because there are going to be some guys coming from 210, 281, 831, and all the area codes, 712, and there's going to be a whole 713, and so it's they're going to have their work cut out. I mean, we got some fast guys. We got Charlie De Leon, Joe Dirt. We also have Dylan Wells and.
Dylan's fast now. Dylan's really fast.
Yeah, Alex Amarguer, they're the sniper, so they're pretty quick cars, But we try to keep it real with the top end, and we're gonna scrape it. We're gonna start doing that again, and when you come, it's gonna be nice, and hopefully as much concrete and no white black stuff on it. Keep it raw, but. It comes around.
Oh yeah, it comes around fast. People don't understand. When I told somebody, they're like, "Oh man," I said, "No, this is going to come around pretty fast." I say, second and third pairs, you're going to see wheels hanging and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, sure enough. But well, I seen that you had a pretty good turnout for your shootout. Was it?
Yeah, crazy people. We stayed away from radio and TV this time. And what we did is that we did a lot of social media, and there's a guy named Gerber, the Gerber guy, and he has a very big following in the Hispanic community, and we made skits, little videos. I don't know if you saw them.
Yeah,
and,
I've seen one.
The second, we should see the second one, and it's a Lethal Weapon stars and me and Ray and stuff, and it was a pretty good Ray. Yeah. So it was a pretty good deal there, and we had something like 700,000 views on it, and it just got going. We had a lot of people there. We did very well with that event, and it's the only event we have. It's for trucks, so we had quite a few trucks there, and we were there about 14 hours.
I seen your live feed where I guess they were lined up all the way out to the gate or out to the service road or whatever. To get in.
Yeah, they were. Yes, yeah, we had they're pretty all the way out, man. And we filled up both sides of the track, and it was pretty intense. Getting all the. It gets me on edge when I have that many people on the track. Because you just don't know, man. You have to take care of all these people, and you hope you have enough staff to guide them and stuff like that, but we probably had about 600 tech cards, just them alone. That's not counting the fans and stuff. So it was pretty good. That was a good show. Shockwave was here. He's always
Oh yeah, I seen that.
yeah, Shockwave. He came. He did 2 passes, and he's an Chris Darnell. He is a very very cool cat, and the truck's awesome, you know. And we were doing a little live feed, and with Gerber, and he said Gerber has this little sound he makes that everybody knows, and Chris goes, "Can you do that again?" This guy's from Missouri, dude. And the guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I know who you are. That's Gerber. Oh, hey, how you doing?" I go, "How the hell this guy know him from way down here?" Man, I couldn't believe it. So he's a fan of Gerber, and I couldn't believe that. You know, it's that's how far, you know, social media gets, man. It just touches everybody. So it's a pretty cool deal. He did a good show. Burned down my freaking backstop, you know, to a crisp, you know. So it was an awesome deal. Yeah, it was an awesome deal. Got a lot of videos. We tried it. We live stream. We were trying to do your. We put some cameras, some solid cameras, like for the top end. We're gonna have some solid cameras connected with internet and stuff, and we're gonna try to get live streaming for hours for the event. So it's yeah, we got a good line, you know, and we're gonna have you in front of a lot of people. Check, look at these girls, man. Anyways,
Fun too.
they're having fun. They're fun. Oh, they're watching that. Okay, so had team night, man. Team night.
Oh yeah, you gotta have fun though.
Yeah, she said they're all 16-year-olds, so that's good. Good year.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like it was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
But I still remember it though. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, when are you going to come in, man? When are you going to be?
We're leaving. I think we're leaving Friday morning,
Okay.
and we'll be down there. I think her mom is. They're leaving out middle of this week, so they're gonna, of course, you know, they're gonna try to hang out and family and stuff that they haven't seen in a while. So, but
Okay,
the wife and I and Heath will be down there probably Friday afternoon, hopefully, and then probably get some dinner and meet with some of her family, and then go do this thing and Saturday morning, and then I'm all yours.
Cool. Extend that red carpet, man. Get your guys out here. Well, cool, man. I mean, it's gonna be fun. Again, I mean, everybody's looking forward to it. It doesn't get old, so it's gonna be an awesome event.
And you're giving away, how much is the purse?
Right now, let me get my hand off of this. And
Small tires is
the small tire is 5,000. I think truck is 2,000, and we have pot races for the other ones, and we're doing it any class. So, I mean, by the time you get it all together, it's about 10 G's. You know, that's what we have advertised right now. So, you know, it's it's me and Angel went crazy on the flyer. We're gonna need to add this. We need to add that. And by the time you know it, it came up with a lot of money. You know.
Cody paid. Let me the best light man out there. Well, I appreciate it, Cody. I mean, I like people. I don't like people guessing, so I like to try to make it fair. And one thing Limpy ain't gonna do is Limpy don't care who wins, just as long as everything's legit.
Correct. That's what these guys want. And you know, you're just a tree there. It doesn't matter if it's a right lane or left lane. It's as long as
it doesn't matter. And he's gonna tell you if you win by this much.
Oh yeah. I see that Dan cameras, man.
You can't get away. It's even better than the last one. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his he's got a new one. It's got, I think, 5 cameras on it now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And, wow. Oh yeah. Did you get the light fixed down there on the big end?
Yes, we did. And but on top of that, we're gonna also have a to help them out. We're gonna put a light tower.
Okay.
So there's gonna be plenty of light on that.
All right. Yeah, because I was gonna buy some more lights and tripods and help them out down there because
the
camera's good, but when it's in the dark, and
We had a lot of problems with that switch. We fixed all that, but we're still gonna put a light tower there.
I got
You know, that's the main thing, man. You got to have light on that finish line.
yeah,
You know, so
because it might be
yeah.
a close race, but if you can't tell, then
Correct. Well, it was a light, it was a finger, it was a nose. I don't know what
yeah,
it is. And
yeah.
yeah, you know how these guys get. So it's
Would you,
gonna be awesome.
you got any sponsors you want to plug?
Yeah, we want to plug in the Spike Performance in Far Texas, also Outlaw Motorsports. You know, and that's basically it. Those are the two guys that are helping us out a lot. And uh, I mean, it's one of those. You know, there's got a couple more. I don't know. Black Mamba Spit. That's our new glue. That guy's is Angel's doing very good with that glue. So
Yeah.
you know, he's selling that glue. So it's an awesome deal. Yeah.
Well, all right.
All right, brother.
I'll see you this weekend, and I appreciate you having us down there. We enjoyed
You got it, man. We'll extend the red carpet, and Limpy's coming to town again. All right, baby. All right, buddy. Talk to you
All
later.
right. Have a good
Got it.
night.
You too.
All right. All right. Maybe we can get Cody back on here. He maybe we can get him back on here. He won at Hinton this weekend, small tire, and he posted up some of his times on Facebook. He's a 4 sub 80 car, and believe it or not, like I said, he's only had that car for 4 months now, and I know he's quite caught a few classes on it, and he ain't got a real big motor in it either. So, but he's doing work on that thing. They won the Hinton. Let's see here. Let's see what Cody has to say. Is it? Oh boy. Yep. He's in the fours. Cody, man, I tell you, like I tell everybody, there's some people I don't know, and these guys are, especially my street guys, when we do the real world consequences, man. Sometimes I don't even tell drivers until it's time for, because most drivers can't keep their mouth shut. And I know some of the spectators they don't even talk, but man, sometimes I don't even tell my wife where we're going. So that answers your question there, man. It's nothing against you or anybody out there. I'm not a talker, man. It's just I've been like that for a couple of decades now. I've just never really been. I've never really cared for the attention. Still really don't. Uh, we like to have a good time. These guys are putting it all on the line out here for the street stuff, and uh, man, I just don't have a. I just really don't care for the. I really just don't care for the extra eyes. The extra eyes is what I really don't care about. Just, like I said, it's nothing against you or anybody. We like these guys. Some of these guys are business owners, and they like to have fun. Some of these people are CHL holders, CDL holders, but they like to have fun, and the train that goes along with all this stuff is pretty bad. So I'll try to send them a message. Susan Brown. Hey, Limpy, looking good. Thanks for the share. Well, thank y'all, man. We like to have fun, and it's still fun to this. Uh, maybe we can get Cody back on. Maybe him and Quentin working on Quentin. I don't know if y'all seen that Quentin had a little accident this weekend. He got squirrely and hit kind of got his door a little bit, but they're all working on it right now. He's got a street car, a 4-door Fairmont. I think it's Fairmont. It might be bad. I know it's a 4-door, but 405 street car. He'll drive that thing to anywhere. He just likes having fun. You know, just like everything resorts back to fun. So, let's see, Cody. I watched all your videos. Oh boy, me too. I'd like to come see you. I'm a huge fan. No problem, Cody. I enjoy. I enjoy entertaining people. Per se, we like to have fun, but there is a risk with fun, and we all know the risk. We still do it, and I think here comes the Cody, the entertainer. There he is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I couldn't hear you earlier. Well, I did for a second, then you went away.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I'll touch him. Uh-oh. I keep hearing clicking. I think I hear it clicking.
That was me clicking.
Okay, you clicking. Are you texting?
No, it was me turning the mic up or headphone.
Headphones. Did you get that door on yet?
He got it off.
Oh, you got it off?
He put a Mustang fender on there too. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
We said it's good enough, you know.
That's a Fairmont, right?
Yeah, Fairmont with the Fox body fender on it.
Well, does it fit? There you go.
I mean, we have little gap issues here, but it's close enough, we think.
It's all right. Bondo works.
Yeah, we can feel it.
Joseph said, damn iPhones.
Yeah, we're trying to inspect it. That's what we're in the middle of doing right now. He's looking over everything. Making sure that nothing underneath's, too damaged.
What did he hit? I know he got off. He hit
He hit a hay bale about 600 feet after the finish line. So it was a pretty scary deal, actually.
Oh, yeah. Especially after all that other stuff that happened.
Right. So, and the crazy thing about it, nobody's seen it. And I seen it because I will always watch the pass fall all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw him go backwards, and, everybody else goes back to talking. And I'm trying to run and, bumping into people, and I'm yelling at Ryan. I'm like, Gutler, we got to go run down there, And everybody's like, what's happening? I was like, he spun around, and the ambulance, we get down there finally, and, dude, the ambulance didn't even see it. I don't know if they were taking a nap or what. We're down there trying to get him out of the car, and they show up 10 minutes later. What's going on? We didn't even see it. And they're literally sitting at the finish line.
Wow.
So we were pretty pissed about that,
Maybe he just went by so slow that they didn't see him.
Yeah, I guess, But actually, what the crazy thing is, he said his personal best.
Yeah. I was about to say, don't tell him I said that, but.
Right. He did pull a chute, so it helped it, slow it down enough.
Yeah.
And it was nothing his fault. Well, the anti-roll bar under there that we put the 275s on, and it adjusted the car enough to lift up and flip the anti-roll bar, which hit his right rear brake line. It pinched it as he was on the brakes. So when he left back off, it stuck that brake line, that right rear caliper stuck, locked that right rear brake up, so it just sent him around and around. And luckily he slowed enough down to, hit a hay bale. We don't know exactly, approximately 80, 90, I don't know. So luckily he came out of that just with a door and a flat tire at the moment, as we can see.
Did what caused it the anti-roll bar to flip over? Just too much power?
No, the links were shortened. It had 315s on it, so basically had it set just adjusted for the 315s, and it allowed the chat, like with the 315s on there, you had to lift it up so much so it wouldn't allow the car to come down. Well, we would never read it when we put the 275s on. We didn't readjust that, so I unloaded enough and it allowed the links to flip or straighten up, I guess you'd say. It's kind of weird. Never had that kind of problem, but I've seen it before.
It's like it had too much height on there, so it could enough to flip back
Right.
over.
Yeah, he'll show you right now, actually. We're looking at it. I don't know if you can see up there, but hold on. But you can see the anti-roll bars flipped as we. Oh, actually, right now
That one broke. But this one's straight.
Yeah,
And so it pinched this brake line right here.
yeah, you can see where it pinched the brake line. You know.
So it just pinched it between here, and this brake just stayed locked up.
So basically, it locked the rear.
Yeah, basically locked the rear end up, so it was just on the slide.
Oh yeah, that's when the rear end's locked up. That there ain't nothing you can do but hold on.
Right, which is just little things like this that you never know that can
Scary,
happen.
too.
So, you know, we all learn this way, and Quentin had to finish the hard way. You know, we're not no experts. We learn as we go, and this is one of the hard ways to learn as we go. But I guarantee you won't let it happen again.
Yeah.
You know, so for anybody out there, check your anti-roll bar. Make sure you can't flip.
Or
Yeah.
at least make sure your brake lines aren't under.
Or, yeah, make sure your brake lines are not underneath it where it can pinch your brake lines.
Yeah, where it won't flip over and then kink it.
Right, yeah. And then you're just could be on for a nightmare run there, you know.
Yeah. Well, I seen your new personal best. It looked
Yes,
pretty good time there.
you know, yeah, it's pretty fast. It's a stock 5.3. We got pistons. That's the only thing aftermarket in that motor is some pistons. Stock rod, stock crank, stock head gaskets. You know, a lot of people won't believe it, but it is what it is. My bigger motor that we normally run, we had a head gasket issue from a lean injector. We just finally figured it out, but this is a backup deal we wanted to put in. So in between times, you know, I used to Carter's engine. You know, they started helping me out, and I would take my motor. I'm like, hey, I need this fixed, this and that, and he's like, man, I can't do this for you many times. You know, we gotta have you a backup. So if you do hurt the good one, we're gonna have something to go back up on. You know, so we put that motor in, not knowing what was gonna happen during Salisol. We first tried it out at the track the night before, and I got big turbos. So a little motor like that, you know, the bigger turbos have a harder time to get spooled. And we messed around with the track. I was frustrated. Quentin's like, just be patient. We'll figure it out. So I was like, we're not leaving here if we run this. You know, if we don't run this number, there's no reason to show up at, you know, Salisol or wherever we're going, because I just know it ain't going to compete. And finally, we got to a closer number. And I was all right. We'll make it work. You know, hopefully this little guy will hang on for the ride. And, you know, we did really good in Salisol. You know, I think we could have went to the finals there if we didn't lose a fuel pump pulley, which sucks. So obviously this last weekend, you know, we backed it up with winning it. And
Have you got that issue fixed with the fuel pump issue? I know that's been
right. We originally had that lean issue, and this is something about, you know, new car, new bugs, new speed. You learn new things, and like I said, first car actually, you know, when you start going faster, you run into different levels of, you know, problems. So we're adapting as we go and trying not to tear too much stuff up.
Yeah.
And, you know, the car was a radial car before, like I've always said. So we're trying some different things to convert, because I like street, the car likes radial, so we're kind of putting both of our twists into it and see if we can't make some new shit work. And so far, we're going in the positive direction, you know, so we'll see what happens. I'm curious I think Hartshorn will be the next street style race we go to. And we're going to try some different stuff there. We'll see if it'll work. Maybe my gamble will pay off. Maybe it won't. People are going to call me crazy when I show up what I'm doing, but we'll find out.
It's either going to work or you're going to make it. You're going to learn to make it work.
Right. If it don't work, we'll try something different. Yeah. And that's the thing. The level it's got to nowadays is, if you're not trying something different, you're never going to get ahead. I mean, you're obviously, you know, Ryan and Joey, they got the bar set, and anytime you can put a car on them, or, you know, you're outrunning them, both of them in one night, you're obviously doing something right and different, you know. And that night, I actually had to race Joey and Ryan in the same race. So that was a pretty big accomplishment on my part. And it was a really sticky road. Those guys really adapted to do, more street style racing. And I'd say Hinton's almost like a track. And my car is more adapted for a track style. So that's why I'm going to try to lean Hartshorn. We'll see if the true test pays off into what I'm trying to do. Not only if it was just Hinton or that sticky, or maybe it was a fluke being that road was that sticky. But I'm going to try to adapt to both sides. And we'll see what happens. And I got Ryan kind of thinking. He thought I was crazy. And he realized that we were in the hunt at Salisal. I made a change in Salisal in between rounds. Just because I saw how far we were spread apart. I mean, I know approximately how fast they're going. So I'm like, I got to either try something different or I'm just donating. I'm giving my money back. I'm just giving them money. So we tried it, and then we put us right there behind. We're right there in the hunt at the time. ETs were running, and that's what's obviously fuel pump. And then that's why I was like, well, we're gonna try it again this weekend, and it worked this last weekend. We'll see if we can keep on going forward with it.
Oh, I got you.
So it's I'm not gonna say too much, but we'll see what happens.
What do you got on this weekend?
See, I think everybody's looking for, or majority of everybody's trying to go to Arc City. They're going to do the Halloween race, the Joe Hunt small tire race. So I think we're going to try to attend that. Obviously, Michael was planning on going, but the nerd is gone. That's officially sold.
Yeah, I read that
So,
today, or was it yesterday or today? Okay.
Yeah,
That.
which is crazy. He just woke up one morning with a bright idea, and everybody knows how well that car works, and it didn't take long for it to go. So he will be going, I think, with his brother's car. His brother's got a Fox body with a Ford motor. They're wanting to try to go set personal best in that. So I think we might try to go with him and talk to Greg. I got to see what Ryan Gregg's doing. We try to stay together, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
And,
All your teammates and stuff too.
right.
It's good
And then
there.
we'd like to get Quentin's car back together this week. We'll see what plays out and how much damage really there. So we'd all like to show up to the Arc City deal this weekend, just according to everybody, if we all get on the same page. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of how we do it. We stay together and we stick together. We try not to split up. Sometimes we do. If we do, we're always communicating back and forth of what's going on, because we all have our own, more want to go this way or some go to this way. And we kind of just try to get on the same page. And now if we're just so hard-headed that weekend that one of us want to go, Texas, some of us want to go to Kansas, sometimes we split up. But it's kind of, maybe sometimes it's like a relationship with each other. Sometimes it's better to go your own way for the weekend.
Yeah, sometimes y'all spend an awful lot together. So sometimes it's better just hey man, we're either gonna take a weekend off, or hey, y'all go there, we're gonna go here. We're gonna make Able Racing a name for more
Right.
multiple events. So
right, and if 4 Able cars split up and they all go do good, that's just, it's proven the programs are working and we're heading in the right direction. A lot of our cars are identical to a certain extent, the combo, fuel type. And, I think Quentin's got the most daily driver style car out of all of us. He can drive. Well, we went to dinner in it the other night, so that's pretty cool. And he scared the crap out of me on the way home from dinner. So, but no, I think we're going to try that if everything goes planned. But it's kind of off week, the radial stuff at the track. We set our personal best, but for a track that's pretty slow, you know what I mean? So we don't have the horsepower to play with those big dogs at the track.
Well, also you got a little bit of motor in it too. So
right, we got the 5.3 and
it's fast for what it is.
Right, and that's for that combo and the money we got in it is really impressive. And we've opened our eyes on a lot of different things, and it is a stock block. I think somebody asked that. Stock block, stock rods, stock crank, stock head gaskets. We have ARP head studs, That's about it. Valve springs and a cam, LS7 lifters. So other than that, that's all you're getting. You know, we've had 21 passes on it. So it's seen 37 pounds of boost, and we're not being we're not being any nicer to it than we were the good motor.
Yeah.
And that's what, Carter's wanted me to do. They wanted me to test this motor and said, don't treat it any different and go out there and give her hell. And that's what we're doing. So look, so far so good. And a lot of that, is with the tune-ups. And, Abel's got us safe enough, and Quentin, has dialed this little motor in with air fuel and timing, and we're pretty safe, conservative on it. And we're getting a hang on it, and Quentin's standing behind me and letting me just floor it. He does most of the back work, but that's what it's a chess game, and he's pretty good at it.
Yeah. Rusty said he can't remember the last time someone beat Joey and Ryan in the same race.
Right. You're telling me it's kind of like a all deal, and I look back, I was talking to them in the pits, and they, and Ryan straight up was saying, you outran me, he's like, and I saw his pass, and I didn't have my draggy in, and I saw what he went. I was like, wow, we were going fast, and even though it's not, at the end of the day, it is not a track. It's not flat. It's not, we got a hill we're coming over the back, and the speeds we're going there, it's just, it's dumb, really. And Joey the same way. Joey's fast, and I switched tires to a radial that day. So I had to do something different. And the radial showed me there, at least, that I could stay with them. And those guys were on slicks. So a radial works a little bit better it's a little bit faster on a track. So I was like, well, let's see, this car likes a radial. And it gave us that little bit of advantage on those guys, a tenth or so, or, a 2/10 at times, to put it out there, keep that edge ahead of them. And I'm sure I got them thinking, on certain surfaces. And
You got to do your homework. Got to do your homework.
Right.
We all know Joey does his homework.
Oh, for sure. He ain't going home just, taking a break. I can promise you that.
Yeah. Joey and Ryan do their homework. They know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the people don't realize we talk every week with those guys. I'll call them during the week, and we'll just bullshit, or where are we going, or what have you done this week? And they're usually out, oh, we're about to go test, or we're about, working on this or changing this. And that's what people don't realize. There's probably 30, 40 hours a week that these guys put in behind the scenes just to go out and do it that weekend after working all day or during the day, or, and Joey, I think, works at 8 or, 7 to 3 job, so he's got to go to work a normal job, then go after hours to do his homework. And so I give it to him on that. So that's what you got to do to keep up with these guys, or, you don't just buy a car and show up and outrun us. I promise that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Anybody you want to name? Your sponsors?
Yeah. Trick Turbo, obviously, they've been here since day one. Obviously, Rick's a good guy, and he's helped, he got teamed up with y'all, I think. And without him, he's the first one that got me switched to turbos. So I think Rick's doing great. The turbo kit that I run is hand built in his shop, one of the first ones on a Mustang and my Camaro. We haven't had a problem. I actually switched it over from the Camaro. That was some minor changes, and he's very fair price for his quality of work. Also Carter's engine, replacement here in Oklahoma City. They've let me tear shit up, and they've been able to stay behind me and help me, kill my pocketbook, for the most part, and let me try things and let them learn things together, and make things happen where I can race every weekend and not go broke. Jane and Granite, Justin's obviously a great guy, Justin Heckman, and those guys. He takes care of a lot of us with fuel, and little things like that help us, travel. That's more fuel for our trucks to get places and be able to go to Texas, to Kansas every weekend. Because a lot of people ask how you do it, and it's people like Justin that help us, just little things there. We also got, y'all, 660 Street, and you, and that share our footage to be able to get these sponsorships, and all the work that y'all put in behind the scenes. They don't realize how much y'all do, and the footwork that y'all do, and Richard's little ass running around 24/7, calling me, twice a week, 3 times a week, trying to get me out of, if I'm in a bad mood or down that week, he'll call me and, motivate me back to get back on my game and not stop. Obviously Abel Racing, Andre, if we change setups during the middle of the week, he'll make time in the middle of the night to get us the combo back on the dyno change and stay safe, you know, and that's why we can go beat on these cars every week and run at 5.3 without good parts, and we're making it live, you know. So also Pimp Juice, they supply, you know, the traction compound for us on the weekends, and it works really well. Let's see. Who else I got? 405 Muffler in Oklahoma City. You know, they helped me out with, you know, just funding some stuff during the year, you know, buy-ins and stuff, etc. Gave me money to take care of just basic needs, and, you know, for exhaust work on my truck. You know, obviously Trick Turbo took care of all the exhaust on the car, but anything else other than that, personal vehicles, I'll send everything to them. They do awesome work. They're here in Oklahoma City. They're great people over there if you need any kind of exhaust work done. Carlos Garcia is lawn care, Angels Lawn Care. You know, Carlos has always supported me since day one. If he needs some yard modes, I think he's got plenty on his hands, but, you know, he just wanted to help me out. So I was like, man, I'm still going to put you on there, but I don't know if he wants to do more work. But it is wintertime. You need some Christmas lights hung up. I'm sure he'll take care of you. Other than that, yeah, he's the jack of all trades. You know, I was like, so it's getting cold, so we might see him around a little bit more. But yeah, man. So where are you going to be next? Are you in Edinburgh or?
We're in Edinburgh next weekend, and then I think we got the H-Town, and then then we'll leave from there and go. We got a race on Sunday at Little River.
Okay.
Top track or
what's the Little River thing about?
It's Sunday evening, afternoon. It's basically like a no prep. Last time they started about right at the finish line. It's a quarter-mile track, kind of like Edinburgh, but it's it's rough. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. It ain't like it ain't racing on no street.
Right.
Track. It's its own little world. So.
Right. It's something different to adapt to. You say?
Yeah, Texas Punisher no prep is what they call it.
Okay. Does it pay out? Is there guaranteed money there? I mean,
I have to look at
okay.
I have to look at the flyer or whatever, but they got, I think, I can't remember how many cars, but they had 2 or 3 different classes there. But small tire and they had a stick shift class and
like daily driver and stuff like that.
Yeah, something like that. But it was fun. It was fun. Good, Texas guys. They're from Austin. Guys it up, but they come up. It's actually about 2 hours south of from where we are. So
okay,
it ain't that bad.
No, I mean, that's something we might be interested in after, see how H-Town goes. And
yeah,
we don't mind traveling on Sunday to, another, like we just did this last weekend, so. Yeah, we'll check it out. I'm sure I'll talk to you more about it next week.
All right, brother.
So. All right, well, thanks for having me on, buddy. We'll see
Appreciate it. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. See y'all.
Bye. The Entertainer right there, y'all go like his page. He's got that car coming around now. We will now we'll go to Mr. Popeye. Mr. Popeye. Can you hear me, Mr. Popeye?
Sir, can you hear me?
I got you.
Yeah.
Things didn't think. I forgot to click a button on, so we're not live on Facebook. We're just live on YouTube.
I see that. You guys asking about it.
But what can I say? It's been one of those days. I did have a good dinner. We met a friend that came in town, and that's why I was a little late getting on. And then this laptop that I'm on too is ancient too. But anyway, forget all that. Only the strong survived this past weekend.
Yeah, it was a pretty good deal, man. It had a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
I kind of expected a few more cars, but things happen. A lot of guys contacted me. They couldn't make it. Motor issues, transmission issues, or other stuff going on. So, things happen. But overall, I'm pretty I'm pretty happy about the turnout. I think everyone that pretty much everyone there was happy and had a good time. So
Yeah,
I think it was a pretty good deal.
yeah, and right out of the bat, right out of the gates, wham, on the big end.
Which one? I'm sorry, you broke up.
That's right out of the gate. That first race. I've already,
Oh yeah, Peyton.
I already posted up the deal. I haven't posted on Facebook yet, but I edited the video already, and it's up on my YouTube page. Been up for about an hour, a couple hours or so, but yeah, that was a doozy right there on the big end.
Yeah, that was Peyton. Kind of got away from him on the big end. I think he went left, went right or something, and they called a toe hook when he went right, and it just hooked and went straight toward the wall. So, when things like that happen, man, some people don't realize, man, when you start and go so fast, stuff happens quick, man. And it don't matter how good you drive, stuff's gonna happen, especially if you race every weekend. Something's bound to happen. You just got to be prepared and, equip these cars with, certain safety features. So when the unexpected happens, you won't get hurt or, you can walk away with your arms and limbs and you're okay. So, but yeah, Peyton definitely went for a ride.
Yeah, and but ended up being 34 cars in small tire. And
Yeah, I think we had 37. I'm not sure what happened. I think something happened with some.
And then
I think something happened.
what 95
Guys.
or something like that. 95 or 97 cars, something like that. Total.
Am I breaking up?
No.
Am I breaking up? Can you hear me?
I might be breaking up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had 34 total.
He had 97 or 95 or something total, right? Out of all the classes.
Kind of breaking up a little bit. I'm not sure if it's me or you.
Oh.
Is my screen lagging?
I don't know. Can you hear me? Check.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like it's lagging for a minute. It's cleared up now, though. You're good.
But yeah, 97, 95 total cars out of all the classes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Between
that ain't nothing to.
Yeah, that's a pretty good race day.
Yeah.
Pretty good race day. There was a lot of action.
Bunch of guys hanging hoops there right out of the gate. Was it the Love and
yeah, I think it was Scotty. I think he raced. The one of the 731 boys, Scotty Corbin.
Yeah, and then him and Truck Norris, boy, both of them guys were. I thought they were dragging the bummer. That both of them.
Yeah. And Brian Norvell, he drove the mess out that little truck.
Yeah, that was he beat
Derek Kelly.
Yeah, he outlasted him, which surprised everybody. Which
I think Derek kind of he knew he was on radials. He kind of messaged me beforehand. Was like, "Hey man," he asked me about the radio, so I think he kind of underestimated his tune, and he didn't throw enough at it. And I think he was in the street legal class also. So I think when he got in that round for street legal, I think he put a little too much in and kind of got a little loose. So it's just part of it, man. But he definitely, he's a bad boy. He's pretty known and coming home with the win. But I guess every dog has his day.
Yeah, I know. Luke Cochran with the AK-47, he had he was all over the road and.
Oh yeah, I thought he crossed that one time.
Yeah, everybody. You even called the other lane. I said no, he didn't cross. It was close, but he didn't cross.
And he held it. He drove it.
Yeah, he was driving that thing like a wild man. Like
I think pretty much every pass he made, he stood it up, didn't he?
Yeah, both lanes. Yeah, he stood it up in the other lane. He had a buy run.
Yeah, he went to the final. I think it would have been him and Josh Elam.
Yeah.
From Dynasty. Both of them were rolling. That would have been a good final race right there.
Yeah.
That would have been a real good final.
And Lintech Motorsport said he was one of the 9 left in the small tire.
Yeah.
Had that third gen.
Yeah.
That car's rolling too.
Mm-hmm. There was some fast cars. Those last 9, man.
Yeah, there
Those
wasn't
was
no bucks in them.
Nah, none of those cars was a slouch. You know, it was some pretty fast car. I think the last 9 we had Lester Miller, Van, Scotty, Kendall Going,
Ain't my-
John Michael Stepp, Anthony with Hercules, Sean Lindley, Chris Bateman, and Tim Burnett. Those were the last 9, and you can't underestimate none of those guys, man. You know, any given day, any of those guys can pull off a win. So I was definitely, you know, I didn't like the fact of, you know, not being able to finish, but you know,
It is what
safety.
yeah, safety first, you know.
Yeah,
And
and
plus, as I said, everything's a learning curve. With
yeah,
you just don't go into these things learning just because you see them on TV. You can do everything, you know everything, but everything's
right.
a learning curve. We had some races at a street event, and some guys were wanting to do testing and tuning between or grudge racing between rounds, and
Mm,
I've always said no, just because
right.
of what happened can possibly happen, and
Mm,
uh, it's a learning curve. But you figure it being on track that it wouldn't be no big deal. But man,
yeah,
you can't. Some guys, some of the faster guys, they probably would have ran. The faster guys would have ran, but the slower guys, if they got a chance to split,
yeah,
they're gonna get
yeah,
some money out of it.
yeah. Overall, you know, I think we had a few people upset. But you know, you had a few that was, you know, I got some money, you know, pay for my gas and my time here. It was free entry. So, you know, nobody paid anything to get in. So, uh, you know, I just hate for, you know, if to be the one to make the decision to say, all right, well, we're gonna race. If somebody get out there and kiss the wall, or somebody get out there and knock the tires off, and I feel guilty, even though, you know, it'd be out of my control, but I would, you know, feel guilty. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, the final result was what it was, you know, to be safe than sorry.
And
So
like I told you, I said, man, if the second that somebody has a hiccup in that lane, or it's not even the track's fault. It could be their fault. But somebody either spin or get loose or something, they're going to blame it on the oil or the transmission.
yeah,
And
yeah,
man, it's a no-win situation when it comes down to like that. So I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. The safety aspect of it was a smart move, and man, nobody wadded nothing up and gets raced next weekend. So
right.
it is.
I
What it
definitely I was definitely the first race that threw me for a loop. I was like, you know, I wasn't expecting that to happen the first 2 pair down. I mean,
is. Yeah.
I
Well,
was like,
when
wow, this
they were talking about that, and I said, well, we got that out of the way, so we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna have a good day today.
got that out the way, huh?
Yeah. And it went down pretty good. I mean, the rest of the rest of the night, I mean, it went pretty smooth. You
Yeah,
had a couple guys run off the track. I mean, Doc ran
yeah,
Doc ran off track, and I've already watched the video, and he pretty much went off and came right back on, and then went around to do. I mean,
yeah.
that's second nature to him. I mean, he is
I think that was his plan B of slowing down, is what I think. Man, I saw a lot of, man. I saw about 4 or 5 cars grab their chutes, and they didn't work. So what did it say? He's the best top end guy. Yeah, he does pretty good.
yeah.
He does pretty good. You know, what did it say? It was we live, right? It was
But he goes.
yeah,
He's talking about it wasn't up. I wasn't up there to vote, but he wanted to race. But
yeah,
I'm sure he understands that. You know,
yeah.
you know, it is what it is. And by that time, the dew had already started to set in too, so it could have got really squirrely.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was best. As bad as I wanted to see everyone, you know, finish it out, you know, I think it was, you know, the best choice. You know, everything happens for a reason, man. I've come to learn that, you know, if something happens, it's for a reason. Just grasp it and embrace it and just move on, and, you know, live to see another day.
Yes, sir.
So, but yeah, on the lanes, man, you know, the microphone, you know, you can only hear one speaker. somebody, we had so many people up against the fence all the way down to the finish line, and yeah, the wire for the speakers, they unplugged it, so you couldn't hear all the way down. So every time we had to try to get another class, I had to jump on the four-wheeler and ride the whole track, real fast. And I was yelling. I'm surprised I still can talk.
I'm glad you had the four-wheeler though. Boy, that's been.
Yeah, well, I kind of robbed it from Ricky Williams, and he let me use it. So I'm pretty thankful he let me. When I got there, he said, "All right, go out there and unload the four-wheeler." I said, "For what?" He said, "Because you're going to need it." And I ended up.
He already knew.
Yeah, he already knew. So I'm thankful he let me use it.
Yeah.
I think there at the end, I ended up using Lester's cart there at the end. But I'm just thankful, I had those type of guys around me. So that makes things, a lot more easier, when you're doing that type of stuff. So. But yeah, also in the lanes, man, my wife, what do you say, Papa? Say the man is the boss with the hot sauce. I wouldn't say all that. The boss with the hot sauce.
Yeah. And then thanks.
Oh man, no problem. No problem. Man, I just get a, what do you say? Yeah, good event. We had a great time. Look forward to the next one. For sure. We're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to do it again next year, about the same time. I'm gonna call it Only the Strong Survive 2. Since we didn't get to finish, I'm gonna call it the Day of Revenge. So
There you go.
Everybody that didn't get to, finish it out, maybe we can get some call outs or something going the first round. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it Only the Strong Survive 2, the Day of Revenge. So I think that'll be pretty good. We're gonna try it again, next year about the same time. Try to make it an annual thing.
Yeah.
So
and I didn't realize that I busted your cherry last week with this.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, this live stuff is, this is my second time doing this. It's a hard thing for me to do, getting in front of a camera. So.
Oh yeah, me too now. But luckily, it's just on YouTube today, so it ain't got very much. But I'll transfer it over to Facebook probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't click the right button apparently, so we're only live on YouTube.
I ended up calling Matt, and I was just like, man, I've never done this before. I was like, so I'm gonna sound stupid, I was like, I'm kind of camera shy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Rumble by the river.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, what's next for Papa?
Man, I'm gonna take a break. I've done probably 4 races here, back to back to back to back, and I've been doing some street stuff with friends, and man, I'm kind of burnt out. I've been working on my car, but here lately I've kind of take a step back. For one, it was really hot for a moment, and I coach Little League football, so between work and trying to get racing going with events and coaching football, my time has been limited, working on my car. So I think I'm just gonna take a break. The season is almost over with my team, so I think I'm gonna take a break and start trying to focus on my car a little bit more and try to get it going. I pretty much got everything to get it going. I just got to get the time to work on it. So I think I'm gonna just take a break and focus on getting that done.
What you got?
I got a turbo Camaro. It's a 02, a 4th gen. It's orange. I just recently had it painted. So I've got the suspension on it. I just bought the Holley setup for it. I was gonna go stock, but Van and a lot of other guys that's around me is like, man, you're gonna regret that. So they give me a hard time about it, and so I decided to just go ahead and buy the Holley stuff, while I'm fresh on the bill. So because once I got it going, I probably wasn't gonna stop and rewire the car again. So I just figured while I got it all apart, and I might as well just go back with some good stuff, something I can compete with. So, but yeah, it's a turbo setup. I got the car as a roller. I had a Trans Am, and I wrecked it, pretty bad. So I ended up trading my transmission for the roller. I just stripped it down and just took my time and just pieced it back together. So I'm pretty close. I got everything in it. The only thing I have to do really is get the Holley stuff wired up and get a drive shaft, and I should be ready to go. So yeah,
you got her whipped then.
yeah, it's pretty close. I've been beating around the bush about a parachute, man. I've been seeing a lot of accidents, and I'm kind of still shell shocked from my accident. So I think I'm gonna probably throw a parachute on it too, just to be safe.
Safe and sorry.
Right, right. So my last car didn't have a cage in it. This car here, I have a 6-point in this car. So I think I need some more. But we're gonna see.
You can always add more. So
Yeah, we can always add. So, but yeah, it won't be long before I have it running, and I'm gonna try to get it dialed in, get it tuned, and try to start doing some street stuff, man. Start having some fun.
yeah, we missed you. We missed you in Memphis there.
Yeah, I had some stuff I had to take care of, and I was like, well, by the time I get there, they're gonna be halfway done. So I end up having after I left, I went by to see Miss Lynn at the track. And, after I left there, I had some guys that wanted some T-shirts in Memphis, so I probably stopped at 3 different places in Memphis before I even came back to Arkansas. By the time I headed this way, you guys are already done. So
Yeah, we almost ran out of gas on the way back, thanks to Joseph.
what happened with that?
Well, I drove for a little bit, and then he started driving a little bit, and we got down to like, I think it was like 20 miles or so, or 20 or 30 miles, and I said, well, just stop at the next one, and we stopped at the next one, and it was $2.59 a gallon. I was like, man, don't stop there. We should have stopped, and that was on my end, but we pulled up to the gas station that we had to make a detour and end up going about 10 miles out of the way, and we pulled up to the gas pump. We had 1 mile to empty.
Wow.
So
y'all barely made it. Good thing you guys didn't have to go on any hills.
probably
Probably stalled out on you.
Joseph said, but did we die? You probably would if you ran out of gas. Well, thanks for having Heath and I. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The drive wasn't that bad. I mean, with all the rain, we chased the rain all the way there.
Yeah.
Of course, Heath and I, we never get sleep on the weekends anyway. So, getting to the room at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at 7 again. That's just normal stuff for us. But we had fun out there in Memphis too, and
yeah, that's a real nice spot, man. That's a real nice spot. It's just a matter of all the guys working together to try to yeah. I like this spot.
Yeah,
it's real nice. It's not the road is nice and even. You got plenty of room, and it's pretty nice. So
yeah, and we were on our way down there, and JC, I didn't know he was there. We were driving along, and this truck comes flying by us, and they're wanting to race, and I was like, man, I'm in a Kia, dude. If I do 80 miles an hour, I'm still getting 45 miles a gallon, but it's gonna take it a while to get there. But it ended up being JC, and they're like, we handed off donuts at 30, 40 miles an hour, and then we had some donuts, and it turned out to be pretty good out there. Pretty little fun time. I like the spot out there, and
the street spot.
Yeah,
it's a nice spot. It's real nice.
Nobody messed with us, and of course, wasn't nobody out there when we got out there that early. So
right, everybody that normally comes out there, they'll normally come later on in the evening. So normally, if you get out there early and get out, you'll be fine. I think that's probably the best and only way to really do it out there if you want to get something off without being disturbed or having a lot of spectators in the way. So
yeah, that's what we can go live, but Matt goes, no, don't go live. And
yeah, you can go live, and man, people will jump up out the bed quick to come out there.
Well, that's why we were going to try to go live out there at the track, but the signal out there, boy.
Yeah, it was rough, man. Yeah,
I had my Wi-Fi deal out there, and we had it set up there right by the tree, and it was going off and on. That could have been also with all the people trying to use the internet out there as well. So sucking up all the
Yeah.
bandwidth.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Well,
man, overall I'm pretty happy with the turnout. My main thing, man, is I'm just glad everybody had a good time. I don't know if you know, but man, we had a lot of different race groups at the same spot at the same time. And I'm not gonna say I feel like it's an accomplishment. I like to get racing going, and I just feel like, I kind of achieved something by me getting, all the different groups to come out and, us get together and have one big, race together and have a good time. I'll kind of pat myself on the back about that. Everybody got along, we all had a good time. And I'm just, kind of excited about, how the event turned out. Let's see what else. I lost you. You still there?
yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. All right.
You talking, so I'm gonna make you the focus.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to, thank, my wife. She helped in the staging lanes. She kind of was the person that kind of pushed and, kind of pushed me and motivated me, to keep going to make this thing happen. Stacy, she also worked the staging lanes. Her and my wife, they did an awesome job working together. Um, Miss Lynn, I love you. I just love you. She's everything, man. She's the owner of the track,
Me too.
and man, she just, you love her, yeah. She goes above and beyond for her racers, man. And like she's a gift, man. Like I said, if you're a racer and you need a place to race, she'll make sure that she do what she can to make sure you can test or whatever you need to do. She's make sure she'll take care of you. Also, man, I want to thank Lester Miller, man. Lester Miller, man, I've been doing this, racing stuff. I want to say, as
Hey,
far
my
as
boss.
events,
Hey, my
huh?
boss. That's inside joke between me and
Les-
Lester.
Man, he's the man, man. I've been trying to do these events and stuff, and since day one, Lester's been there. Sometimes stuff may not go like how it's supposed to be, and he's not like aggressive, but he'll try to get his point across, to try to help me out as a friend, and I can call him up and just tell him how I feel. He'll tell me how I feel, and he just keep it real with me. He supports me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty thankful for having Lester in my corner. Uh, Also, man, I want to thank the Memphis 10 guys, the SSR guys, all my guys from Arkansas. Since day one, all my Arkansas guys have supported me. Chris, Matt Allman, Josh Trim. I hate to name names because I know I'm gonna miss somebody. Uh, but yeah, all my Arkansas guys that's done, supported me and followed me. I really appreciate those guys. I really appreciate Derek Kelly for making it. I was pretty happy to see him. He hit me at the last minute and said he was coming. So I'm pretty thankful for him. The Dino Speed, Josh. I want to thank Josh at Dino Speed for coming. I was glad that he made it. The Street Outlaw guys, I was pretty happy that they made it. And man, I don't know if anybody knows, man, but originally there was supposed to be a benefit race for this on this day that we had the event the 11th and the 12th. There's supposed to be a benefit race, man, and Brian Norvell was supposed to be the one to have the benefit race. So once I brought the date to have the event, to Miss Lynn's attention, she said, "Well, Brian's supposed to be having something that day." So, man, I called Brian up and we talked for a minute, man, and he made the decision. I think he talked to, I forget who he's supposed to be doing the benefit race for. Please forgive me, but he ended up calling and talking to him, and man, he called me back. He said, "Man, don't worry about it." He said, "We're gonna make it work. We're gonna change the date and we're gonna have the race." He was like, "So, if you got Limpy coming," he was like, "We're gonna make it happen." So I just want to, thank Brian for, helping, move the dates around so we can make this happen. And also there was another time where I was going to have a race, and our race kind of interfered on the same day, man. And Brian Norvell was like, "Well, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna change my date to next week, you know, so we can all come to your race, and then the following week you guys can all come to my race. So, you know, that's to me, that's what it's all about, man. You gotta work together, you know, not just as what I'm doing, but you know, in racing in general. You know, I think you all right over there?
Yeah. uh,
Yeah. But yeah, you know, that's what it's all about, man, working together. So I say all that to say kind of refer back to, you know, the race. I was just happy to see, you know, everybody getting along, you know, everybody smiles and having a good time. So, you know, that really meant a lot to me, you know, to get something like that and have something that's, you know, successful and everybody come together and race. You know, if somebody need this or somebody need that, you know, everybody there to, you know, help each other out as one big family. So that pretty much that touched me. So um let me see. I guess I want to go over the guys that was left in the finals. I think I went over the 28 guys. I'm gonna go over them again. The 28 guys that was in the finals was Lester Miller, Van, Scotty Corbin, Kendall. Hey, Kendall drove. I don't know how many hours. What was it? 8, 9, 10 hours. And Kendall, he drove quite a ways, man, and I really appreciate him for showing up. John Michael Stepp, Anthony, Sean Lindley, Chris Bateman, Tim Burnett, and those were the 28 guys. And Big Tire, it come down to the final of Buster Kent and Ken Autocraft. You know, those two guys were rolling. The daily driver guys was Chris Shaver and Cliff Todd. Those guys were rolling. They put on a pretty good show throughout the night. And the 29 guys was Casey and Kendall Goin. The street legal was Josh from Dino Speed and Luke. And I say to Luke, I want to thank him again too for making it. He come down from Ohio and he put on a pretty good show. And foot brake, huh?
He's a driving fool.
Yeah, he is. He is. He kind of scared me that one time when I thought he crossed. I saw him hook, and you know, the first thing that come to my mind was the same thing that happened to Peyton. I was like, man, this car gonna catch a toe hold. And he's aiming toward the wall, but he snatched it back and he held in his lane. So, you know, big props to Luke for making it. And man, you got some driving skills, man. The foot brake, Randy Frank, I think he was the winner, and the runner up was Danny George. Appreciate those guys. That's pretty much it, man. And you know, of course, you, man. I want to thank you, Heath, and Joseph, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loved you guys. They complimented, you know, you guys were professional, the way you guys handle and done things. So, you know, that goes a long way when you do things right. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are stern at what you do. So, you know, that take you a long way. So I think the crowd, the fans.
We try to make it right. We try to make it right. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta make it right. You can't show favoritism in this stuff, especially, you know, if your boy's racing, you know, he's just your boy, but if he loses, he loses. You know, that's just the way it is.
Right. So I think, you know, I think the fans and the, you know, the racers, they really appreciated you guys being there. So, you know, we're gonna try it again next year. You know, maybe it'll be bigger and better. You know, maybe we have a better time. So
I don't know. I had a good time. I don't know. It might be spectacular if it tops this one, but we had a good time. I had a good time, and I think Heath and Joseph had a good time. So
yeah. I also want to thank my boy Keith Sullivan, man. He helped me tech the cars. So, you know, he made it pretty easy for me in the drivers meeting. So he was already from trailer to trailer taking the cars and figuring out what classes they were in. So once we got to the drivers meeting, everything would kind of, you know, go smoothly. All the cars were already looked over, so it wouldn't be nobody trying to enter a class that shouldn't be. So that was a major help. That was a real major help. So, and you know, it's a learning curve, man. You know, every time we're gonna get better. You know, learn a few things that we should have and should not have done. So it's a learning curve, but it is what it is.
I got you. Well, appreciate you coming on, and like I said, we had a good time.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time, and we might see you before that if we're on the street somewhere.
Right, right. I'm sure it's gonna be soon if I get some oil pressure.
There you go.
All right, we'll see you, man. Take it easy, man.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right. That's Popeye right there, and Lintech Motorsports doing Jackson, Tennessee, and yes, Lintech Motorsports. We will be there. We're there to help. We're there to help Matt and the guys. We'll be there filming and helping out any way possible that he can. And gonna be the first time we've ever been to that track as well. So, but it's gonna be a good time. We're there to have a good time, and that's what Olympia and the Big End guys about. We're having a good time, and I'd like to thank Heath and Joseph for this weekend, and Popeye and Miss Lynn as well. Man, we had a good time, and Memphis 10 for letting us get on the streets this weekend, and SSR as well. And what else can we say? We'll be at EMP Motorsport Park this weekend. 956 Street Throwdown number 4. I think it's 4.0. Multiple classes. Well, they'll be live, or we'll be live. One of the two. Somebody will be live out there. Heath will be on the big end, and I'll be start line, and the wife will be there, and we're gonna have a good time. But we'll see. Like I said, I might try to do something with. I might try to see if I can get Jamie on there with Memphis 10. Maybe either tomorrow or the next day. We'll be able to have a good time. But later.